Good morning and welcome to Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Jai-Alai Channel. I'm Stu Nyman. I'm here with Andrew Bleckman, and we're pleased with performance. We have 9 games for you beginning at noon. In addition to fast and fun Jai-Alai action, each of today's games offers win, place, show, quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagers. If these terms are new to you, we'll explain them throughout the performance. We also have a pick 3 wager in Game 4, the high-paying High 5 jackpot that begins in Game 3 with its $2,000 guarantee, and the all-new Mighty Ocho jackpot beginning in Game 1. Online wagering is available at watchandwager.com, or if you're in Connecticut, that's mywinners.com. But placing bets is not necessary to enjoy all we have in store for you today. We do not have any scratches in today's performance. A scratch occurs when a player who's scheduled to play in the performance is out for a medical reason or an injury. We have a couple long-term injuries, but none that affect today's performance. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we recognize that many of you are sheltering in place or have begun to venture out or figured out a way to deal with this new normal that we're all dealing with. So no matter where you are, we hope that you are well, healthy, happy, and it is our pleasure to bring you this performance of Magic City Jai-Alai as sports entertainment for the day. We're here from 12 to about 2:30. We'll be back at 4 p.m. with 9 more games. So 18 games in total today. So that in mind, we hope that you'll sit back and relax and enjoy this Friday matinee performance. Andrew, how are you?
Good to be back, Stu. How are you? Exciting day yesterday. You talk about entertainment. I mean, entertaining. We had a major return from injury, a long layoff for number 15 Legend, comes back out there. All across the board, he had win in his first game, placed in another game. He showed in the money in 75% of his games. Pretty good day for a guy that, 10 months off, dealing with a knee injury, and the pressure of going out there and having to deal with all, talk about the mental side of it too. But overall, very good day for him.
That's Legend. That's Kenny Kelly. He feels no pressure.
Right, yeah.
He absolutely feels no pressure. But we should feel pressure because I just turned around.
I was going to say, we turned around.
I heard some squeaking of a chair, and there's this rather intimidating figure from home office.
But exciting. We always like when we got a new member in the booth today.
Home office makes it sound like I travel. I travel some distance to actually get here from the home office.
It's a long walk. In fact, do you have an Apple Watch?
No.
Okay. So I walk from where we park. Well, I used to park there. Then it rained, and just behind where you park, it floods. I don't know if you've noticed, but there was a flood. So I didn't bring a canoe. So I used to walk from there, but when I walk from there, tell you how little exercise I get. I walked halfway, and my watch said, "Looks like you're doing exercise. Should we start?"
I was like, "Are you okay, Stu?" Yeah.
I was like, "That's ridiculous."
For a small fee, my kayak service will ferry you in, Stu.
Yeah.
I'm really only here today because I wanted to talk to Stu about hair transplants and LASIK surgery, and nothing at all to do with Jai-Alai. I was intrigued by what I heard yesterday, so
we need some more. Yeah,
Wow.
Please.
Yeah, no. I admit, my thinking is in psychiatry we would refer to that as tangential. I have tangential thought.
Well, we do have a lot to discuss. I mean, yes. I read the chat, so we don't need to say much of anything because they've got it all covered on that chat. Guys, they got everything figured out.
They do.
They smartest fans in the game.
No, there's absolutely no question that I don't follow other sports, and that was kind of an ongoing joke when we came in here. So that's why we have the sports guy, which is Andrew, the Jai-Alai guy, myself. But throughout the history of Jai-Alai fans know their stuff. There's absolutely no question that they know their stuff. Now, they're also blessed with this belief that their opinion is law, and that's it.
Yes.
Yes, we will discuss that throughout the broadcast today. Absolutely, you're right. I heard you guys talking a little earlier about Legend was great to see.
Great, absolutely.
Kenny back yesterday and then win the first game that he's back and play so well in the second game. And I mean, you kind of hold your breath a little bit when guys come back, especially from an injury like that and being out as long as he was out. And yes, he's looked good in practice, but there's a difference between practice and the real thing. So that was great. And I also thought Ron's play yesterday looked, vastly improved to me. So, we're really, cross your fingers. We got a few guys coming back that really look like they're ascending, which is nice.
Yeah. Ron stayed after the performance yesterday and practiced for about a half hour, which is the first time that I've seen him do that. I've seen him throw it around in advance of the performance to try to warm up, but obviously he's had a little bit of pain in that knee, and fortunately has got the results from a good MRI, so we're definitely happy about that. But he's still a little tentative on that knee.
Yeah.
So seeing him practice yesterday was really a good thing, and Legend was just, Kenny did terrific yesterday. He doesn't look like he missed a beat in a year. He really doesn't. Yeah.
No, it's amazing. And, he's one of our older players by his own admission. I think he was had a little trepidation about how he was going to come back from the injury. He actually came back quicker than I think we all thought he might.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, so we're really looking forward to that and building off that momentum today. And before we get into the first game of the day, we have a video, as we do for you. Before every performance explaining the scoring today, this video explains Spectacular 7. Take a look.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
And that was a video explaining Spectacular 7 scoring. That will be the feature format for the first 8 games of this performance. And then game number 9, we'll switch it up for you.
2 minutes to go till we begin game number 1. There are no scratches in today's performance. Don't forget that game 1 begins the mighty Ocho. That jackpot is now over $1,000, which is the guarantee, so we're happy about that. Play the mighty Ocho. You correctly pick the winners of games 1 through 8. Hence, mighty Ocho.
Ocho. 8, yes.
Great name. Not sure where that came from, but whoever thought of that.
No, Andrew, don't forget what we talked about last week. Whoever came up with it, genius.
Give him a raise.
Genius.
Absolutely, yeah.
Genius.
Genius.
Where they come up with these things, no idea, but genius.
The good thing is, as Stu said, we're over our guarantee, and is anyone going to hit this thing before June 28th, which is the end of this meet? If no one hits it, there'll be a force out on June 28th, which means it's all going to go, and hopefully by then we've got a couple thousand, if not more, and that means you might win it with 5 out of 8 on the 28th. So that should be a lot of fun.
Wow.
And you get that signed doubles hat by the Magic City Championship team that week as well. So a lot of things to look forward to, and that's for the fantasy as well. So a lot of things to look forward to that last week of June coming up.
Right now we're looking forward to a Friday afternoon at Magic City.
Yes.
It's nice in here. It's usually, sometimes it's cold. It's not unusually cold in here. It's really nice, and it's hot outside, so it's a blessing it's cool in here.
Another note, last time Scott joined us in the booth, Douglas, we talked about his 0 for day. Again, Douglas, only 1 quad, no in the money finishes yesterday. So both times Scott's joined us the last 2 weeks. Been in the same spot. Last time, Douglas obviously stormed back and had a great finish to the week, so maybe we'll be in store for that again. You're going to have to wait to the later games and some of those doubles games to find out. Game number 1, Stu, we'll send it to you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin game number 1. This is a Spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Game 1 also begins the mighty Ocho. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is number 18, CRB. Receiving in the blue of post 2, number 26, Lamonte. CRB serves. We begin game 1. It's a nice backhand by CRB. Keeps it away from the overhead screen. Robote swing and a miss at the 5 line. Point 1. 1 first up on the board in our first game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of post 3. This next matchup has CRB serving to Tennessee. Catch by Tennessee. CRB, nice pickup on the left side. Hard throw by CRB to the inside. Tennessee, Robote high to the front wall. CRB takes it in the air. Throws a 2-all-2 score. What a beautiful combination CRB just put together. Very nice. Point 1. Green shirt of post 4 receives. Here's Diaz. Little too high, that hit the overhead screen. Point 1. CRB with 3 straight points. That'll bring to the court the black shirt of post 5. This matchup has CRB serving to Juice. Long carom by Juice does not cut out. CRB has it. Returns a carom. That lands in and scores. Well thrown by CRB. Point 1. CRB with 4 straight points. That'll bring to the court Legend. Yellow shirt of post 6. Ball missed. Off the serve. Point 1. In our next matchup, CRB will serve to the pink shirt of post 7, number 24, Cool Fitness. Powerful backhand by Cool Fitness. Forehand rebote by CRB, middle of the court, and tipped. Point 1. Straight points to a possible game point here for the red shirt of post 1, CRB, trying to stop him. Assier. Ball tipped. That is point and a perfect game to the red shirt of post 1, CRB. Rather lengthy playoff here for second and third to start the day off. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 2 first serves to 3. Powerful backhand by Tennessee. Catch by Lamonte. Ball missed on the left side of Tennessee. Point 2. Two now serves to the green shirt. 2 serves to 4. You're right. 2 serves 4. There we go. An excellent serve by Lamonte. Beautiful backhand throw by Diaz. Rebote by Diaz. He gets it up to the front wall. Lamonte steps in at the 8 line. Off the tip of Diaz, assessed to the ball goes. Point 2. Possible place point here for post 2, Lamonte. Trying to stop him, Juice, post 5. Lamonte got a little bit of a late start, but he got to the ball. Robote not played. That is point and a second place finish for post 2, the blue shirt, Lamonte. Will now pair off and play off for third place. 6 first serves to 7. Nice backhand throw by Legend. Robote hooked to the floor by Cool Fitness. Manuel was ready for it. Point 6. 8 now serves to 3. That's the Robote by Ossier. Here's Tennessee. Tennessee with a big windup and sends it way off the court right at Manuel's head. Fortunately, Manuel's okay. Point 8. 4 now serves to 5, and the crowd goes wild. Cortada by Juice, catch by Diaz, backhand by Diaz, catch by Juice. Soft touch, point 5. 6, 8, and 5 will now play off for third place. 6 first serves to 8. Strong backhand by Ossier. Real strong backhand by Ossier scores. Point 8. Possible show point for the 8. Ossier. Receiving, Juice. Juice from the forehand. Dropped it. That's point and a third place finish for post 8, Ossier. Unofficial order finish 1, 2, 8. Your prices will be up in a moment.
That one took a long time, guys. At least it felt like it did. That was right into the mic.
And how about that CRB? I mean, first win in a while, too. Kind of got lost in the mix of that long playoff there. It's been, I think he's got 1 win over his last 2 weeks. And you said he was knocking on the door. I mean, he's been so close a couple of times, placing and showing. So good to see him finally break through and get a win.
Yeah, I thought he was going to win yesterday. Had 6 points, and he was playing really well. I actually spoke to him yesterday. I'm very happy. I spoke to a few players yesterday.
Yes, you did. You made the rounds.
They say that I should stay out of the locker room, but since the whole place is the locker room, you can't keep me out. So had some words of inspiration, and CRB, boom, right? Game 1. Got it done.
What's that intimidation factor that you got going? You make the players nervous. They can't catch the ball. It's like me. I'm a pussycat.
On to prices, Stu. On to prices.
Prices are official from game 1. Coming in first, post 1, we had CRB with a perfect game. Taking second, post 2, Lamonte. Coming in third, post 8, Ossier. The Quinella, 1-2. That's 1-2 or 2-1, first and second in any order. $42. Good way to start the day with that trifecta with a 1 on top. 128 trifecta. 50-cent price. $570.75. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, game number 2. A spectacular 7. Singles match. Played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. No scratches in Game 2 or today's performance. Post time is just about 7 minutes away.
Imagine the perfect mixture of athletics, spectacle, and speed. Jai-Alai.
Let's design a Conan O'Brien or Conan superhero.
Sure. Oven mitts.
Maybe there's some steam coming off the mitts because I took a focaccia out of the oven. Oh, a Jai-Alai glove in the other one. Would be great.
Have you ever played Jai-Alai?
Actually lacrosse, but it's Jai-Alai for white people.
I'm Johnny Nacho, this is Steve-O, this is Jai-Alai.
Jai-Alai is like handball, only you fling the ball and catch the ball with this basket thing. It's more complicated than that. And dangerous. It's got the same fingerprint as baseball, only better. A special stadium called a fronton. And you can sit real close, which is a thrill because the ball goes 175 miles an hour.
I can serve this pelota almost 200 miles an hour.
Big whoop, that little squishy. Jesus, is this made of limestone?
It's a dangerous game, amigo.
It's called a cesta. It's made of reeds from the Pyrenees. The ball is called a pelota.
A lightning ball.
Oh, good God.
And that's the favorite Jai-Alai in pop culture. Everyone loves that video. It's on the Jai-Alai channel now. It's been shared a bunch on Instagram TV. Watched it last night. Always a good laugh. They got Archer in there. They got Mad Men. We've talked about all the times. And then Lindsay told us yesterday there was another reference in the Goldbergs. I don't know if you guys watch it.
Goldbergs, I saw one on Frasier where the father comes back and he says, we were in Miami. We saw the Michael Jordan of Jai-Alai.
Frasier, Modern Family had a reference to
Family
it.
had one.
Impressive.
Impressive.
American Dad. American Dad actually put him in a pseudo Jai-Alai uniform. There was a Cessna there.
Sure.
But no.
It's swirling all around us. We just somehow, we need to catch that lightning and put it in the bottle and get all of our...
I'll be honest with you. In all these years, I've very rarely come across anyone who has anything negative to say about their experience. Maybe they're indifferent. There have been some people, it's like, yeah, it was nice, we went, it was something to see, and that was it. But almost everybody has really positive memories of it. So that's one thing that's really consistent.
It's something that you also don't see every day, especially, growing up in American sports. I mean, this type of action, the pace, the catching, the throwing, it kind of, it's like baseball, it's like, tennis. So there's a bunch of different sports mixed in one. So I think that's also, the excitement of something new. That was the first time I was really drawn to it. It's just like, wow, what is this sport? It's awesome.
No, I agree. And we did these focus groups, and Stu's right. Everyone was neutral or positive towards the sport.
Yeah.
The problem is the exposure. Right. We need, we've got, I think, well over 900 subscribers, which is fantastic. Yeah. And we've got some great advocates on the channel.
Yes, who participate actively.
And are terrific. But, we need 10,000 subscribers, which may sound crazy, but it's not out of the question. And that's how we're going to, get this mainstream, because the exposure to Jai-Alai leads to liking the sport. It's very hard not to, like Andrew said. It's fast. It's athletic. It's got an element of danger. If you listen to Stu, people could be losing their heads or their brains getting mashed in on a continual basis. But it has every element that you would want in a professional sport, and we have great athletes out here playing that sport. So it's, got to get this in front of a larger audience. That's all.
Yeah, absolutely.
2 minutes to go. Do we begin Game 2? Game 2 will begin in just 2 minutes.
Interesting yesterday also, guys. Paulie, who he's here. He's over in the sports club.
Paulie, get that guy a microphone.
Paulie texted me, and he said in the first 17 games yesterday between the two matinees, 16 different winners, which is unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Must have been. Yeah, they were
like
across the board. Yeah, we had the stats. We talked about it a little bit. I mean, the most wins anyone had was 2, and there were only a couple of guys that had 2. Everyone else, Vuelo, CRB, Ben, Kubawa, Legend, Ron. I mean, we talked about how Douglas wasn't even on the board. So the wins are starting to become more spread out. We saw that last week too, just across the board. The games have become a lot more competitive, and it's just every day it seems that just keeps growing.
3 of our most competitive players from last year, specifically Douglas, Ron, and Ikeda less so than the other two, but Douglas in the practices was talking about, everybody's playing a lot better and a lot harder. He was having more difficult time winning games in the practices. Ron, who hadn't seen them at all since December, came back and his knee was bothering him. He had made the drive from California, and he was like, wow, no, it's different than it was last year. His eyes were wide open, and the same thing with Ikeda. So the best guys recognize that they're having a little bit more of a difficult time finishing games the way they did last year.
No, absolutely. And you saw, like yesterday, I think this was in both matinees, correct me if I'm wrong, Carballo in Game 6 got an opportunity to play Game 6. He won Game 6, and I think Kubala won
Game 6 in the afternoon.
So it shows you when these guys get a chance to, a little easier competition, in theory, boom, they're on it, because they know they got to win those games.
Absolutely.
With that, we're ready to begin Game 2, a spectacular 7 singles match, played to 7 points, points double after the first round of play. That's spectacular 7 scoring. Serving. In the red shirt of post 1, we have Tennessee. Receiving in the blue of post 2, Cool Fitness. Tennessee serves. Game 2 begins. Tennessee going for it on the forehand, tipped it. Point 2. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of post 3. Here's number 77, El Barba. El Barba from the forehand. Scores. Point 3. Our next matchup has El Barba serving to the green shirt of post 4, CRB. El Barba, strong backhand, taken in the air by CRB. Rebote fired by El Barba, scooped up by CRB. El Barba with a great catch. Hard backhand. Rebote forehand. Got in just above the pad. Point 4. Our next matchup has CRB serving to the black shirt of post 5. Here's Ben. Ben opens with a strong backhand. Rebote forehand by CRB. Soft touch. Picked off by Ben. Ben throws it low and hard to the inside. CRB makes the save on the rebote. Ben from the forehand. Picada. Picada means the big bounce. Got it to bounce just in front of him and go over his head. Nicely thrown by Ben. Point 5. Yellow shirt of post 6 receives. Here's Vuelo. Powerful backhand by Vuelo. Ben missed it first go round. Try to make the rebote. Point 6. This matchup has Vuelo serving to the pink shirt of post 7. Legend receives. Legend to the outside. Here's Vuelo from the 11 line. Legend takes it on the bounce, deep in the backcourt. Vuelo, good catch. Interference has been ruled. The point will be replayed. 6 serves to 7. Wello from the forehand. Legend, backhand. To the pad, and the pad is bad. 0.6. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt at post 8, Jedin. Overserve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. Point goes to the 8. That completes the first round of play, and all matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return, post 1, Tennessee. Jedin for the rebote on the left side. Jedin. Rebote again. Here's Tennessee from the 11 line. Rebote cuts way to the outside. Jedin moved with it nicely. That's a picture-perfect rebote and a great catch by Tennessee. Tennessee hopping, catching, returning. Rebote hard to the inside. Well caught by Tennessee. Big backhand caught by Jedin. Rebote comes low. Tennessee made the save. Wasn't pretty, but it did land in. Tennessee, swing and a miss at the 8 line. A well-played point by Jedin and Tennessee. Very well-played point. Point goes to the 8. Jedin with 3 points, serving to post 2. Here's Cool Fitness. Beautiful rebote save by Jedin. Cool Fitness on the move, has the catch. Cortada scores. 0.2. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points. Here's El Barba. Powerful backhand. Rebote coming out. El Barba makes a nice rebote save. El Barba, great catch at the 11 line. Nice backhand. Cool Fitness. Rebote off the court. 0.3. El Barba has 3 points. He serves. The returning 4-post in the green shirt is CRB. El Barba from the forehand. CRB switching from the forehand to the backhand. Rebote not played. 0.3. Possible game point for El Barba in the white shirt at post 3. Trying to stop him, Ben. Catch on the forehand of El Barba. He goes deep. Rebote for Ben. El Barba takes it from the air. Carambola high, caught by Ben. El Barba with another good catch on the forehand. He goes deep again. Rebote comes to the 9 line. Turned by Ben to the overhead screen. That is point. And a well-earned game to the white shirt of post 3, El Barba. 3 wins it. 8 serves to 2. This is a playoff for second and third place. Strong backhand by Cool Fitness. Rebote by Jedden. It's a 2-all. Cool Fitness is there. Carambola return. Scores for Cool Fitness. Point and place to post 2, 8 shows. Unofficial order finish 3, 2, 8. Your prices will be up in a moment. Coming in first was post 3, El Barba. Good to see El Barba back on the win board there. Win board?
In the win column. In the win column. Not really the win.
It's not a win board.
No, in the win column.
Back in the win column.
Win
That's
column.
Colley's thing.
That
Yeah,
works,
that's-
yes.
Yeah,
It's a sports thing. I don't
Sure,
know that.
yeah,
Okay, good. Okay,
We
so
got you
El Barba-
covered this day.
El Barba won it. Cool Fitness came in second. Jedden in post 8 came in third. 3, 2, 8 is now the official order of finish for Game 2. We'll have your prices in just a moment. But El Barba focusing quite a bit on catching the ball in the air. That's one thing that we try to get the players in the habit of is in training, we say Ide. Take it if you've been to a traditional highlight fronton.
So that's what that means.
You never knew?
The way you said it there, it actually makes more sense. Air. Take it in the air. Yeah. I didn't know that's what they.
Really?
Stand corrected. No,
that's my
you learn
fault.
something every day.
No.
Like
If that's new to you, that's totally my fault.
I didn't get into the Spanish vernacular as much as the English, so we didn't go into that terminology. But
that'll be next
now
week.
it's good. Yeah, that's good. Year 3, year 4. Yeah.
Look at that win price. 3 to win, $37.60. See, people are paying attention to highlight. There's no question that they're paying attention to our highlight. They knew that El Barba hadn't won in a little bit and didn't exactly bet them down. And wow. The Quinella, that's first and second in any order. That's 2-3 or 3-2, $62. And a trifecta, 3-2-8, $617 even.
And I know we say all you have to do is watch for fun and excitement, and it's true. But you can get a little excited over a $617 trifecta. You know, I've been known to get excited over a $617 trifecta.
Have you?
A time or two in my life, yes.
I took a little ribbing yesterday for never having placed a bet in highlight.
And I knew that you were being 100% forthright, yet the chatters did not want to believe it.
No, it's an absolute statement of fact.
Folks, it's true. Trust me, it is 100% true.
I've never placed a bet in highlight. I've always, in the beginning, it's like, because I used to sneak in when that was wrong, when I was like 15 or 16.
Well, we all did that still.
Yeah, exactly. That was a rite of passage in South Florida.
If you didn't do that, something was wrong with you.
High schools, groups of kids would get together on a Friday night. You'd sneak out, you'd sneak into Miami Highlight. Not everyone would make it through with all due respect, the guy who is no longer with us, and then I worked with him as a manager years later, but he was in his 90s when he retired. Wow. And he used to walk to the bus stop like 3 miles. And the guy was there from the 1950s through late 90s, I think it was. Wow. Yeah, no, he was there long. Unfortunately, I don't remember his name, but
unbelievable.
Yeah, no, he was there for years.
Crazy stuff. Well, before we get back into it, first doubles game, we've got a little video that will explain highlight in terms of how to win, how to lose. There's not too many rules in this sport, but just a few in this video hopefully will help clear them up for you. Take a look.
The main rule of highlight is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in highlight. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a highlight player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
That was winning and losing in highlight. We said not too many rules, but obviously the key there, staying on the court as opposed to making that walk back to the bench. And game number 3, first doubles game of the day. have gone to increasingly love doubles action. When we first started, I was a big singles guy, love singles,
Scott
it's one of the
doubles.
and it's
Scott-
one of the
Scott
only,
loves
I will
doubles.
say it is one of the only sports where I like more people on the court as opposed to less. Anything volleyball. I mean, I hate to bring up volleyball again, but full team volleyball, 6 people as opposed to that beach where they have 2. You love the beach volleyball. Tennis, I like singles tennis as opposed to doubles tennis, but something about doubles highlight, the action is unparalleled.
Nothing is better in a sporting event, honestly, and I mean this, and I'm a huge sports fan, but doubles highlight, especially when Stu has to use the word mayhem in the call, because when the front quarter is in back and the back quarter is in front, I mean, there's absolutely nothing better, which is basically because of the communication, which Stu talks about a lot, and I know we've got a few minutes before this game, wanted to get back to some earlier games, but we call it as we see it. I mean, you guys, Andrew and Stu, you guys are very honest in the way that you appraise the singles and the doubles and the doubles teams. And look, I look out there and I see Anderluck and Diaz.
Right. Yeah.
They're playing pretty well. They should be a better team than they are. Why aren't they? Because Anderluck wants to play the whole court. He's got a...
Oh, you've noticed.
He's got a very competent front quarter there.
Yes, extremely.
And if he would, it's trust. You have to trust your partner in doubles. Absolutely. I mean, the team of Tennessee and Bueno is the perfect example to me because 2 competent players, they understand their roles, they play their roles perfectly, they communicate on the court. I mean, you should be on the court talking, yelling, communicating with your partner, and those guys, I think, get the most out of their doubles pairing.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, no question about that.
I absolutely agree.
So hopefully Anderluck will yield a little bit to the fact that he has.
When Anderluck ran by Diaz.
Yeah.
And Diaz, I don't know if you saw, but he extended his arms like, what am I supposed to do about that? The guy ran by. He just looked back through the window, and it's like, I don't know what to tell you, Mike.
And it's the competitive fire in Anderluck. We all understand that.
Oh,
but
yeah. No, he's not being obstinate.
No, but these pairings, I mean, they should know each other's strengths and weaknesses. And at this point, other than 1 or 2 teams, we have back quarters and front quarters. Right. And as I said, Tennessee and Bueno have settled into that role. And that's the type of chemistry and the results I would expect to see from Anderluck and Diaz.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's why you're starting to see more wins spread out across the board in that doubles, because at first, you don't have that chemistry. You're not used to playing with your guy, and Douglas was the best player on the roster, just going out there and winning every single game. But as the communication and the trust and all that has gone up, the teamwork has gotten better. The wins have started to rise for some of those other teams, and Douglas and Lamonti have started to slip a little bit in that regard. So also pretty interesting to see that in the numbers as well.
And I think I know that there's a ton of strategy. I mean, if you really understand highlight, it's an incredibly strategic game.
Yeah.
And I don't know all the nuances yet. Yeah. Stu does. You almost have to be thinking, it's almost like chess, only it's going 150 miles an hour.
Yeah. Right.
Where you have to be thinking about your next shot, and put your opponent in a defensive position. Doubles to me is like, oh my, twice as much that, because it seems like it's happening twice as quick.
Right.
So you need to be kind of simpatico with your partner out there.
No, absolutely. There's no question about that. And that's one thing that you'll see me do in the training is reminding. I'm a real big believer in focusing on the basics. So CTFB, catch the blanking ball. But you have to remember that the catch and the throw are 2 very distinct processes that happen within a split second of each other. But you have to be concentrating on one, then switch to concentrate on the other. So when you see a player drop, and this happens in traditional highlight all the time as well, you'll see a player drop an easy ball or what appears to be an easy ball. And of course, to them, I wouldn't say anything. But here, it's like I said, what were you going to throw?
Yeah.
It's like they didn't throw the ball. They just didn't catch the ball. It's like, because you can see in a player's face often when they go, oh my God, I can't believe that I missed this easy ball, because they knew it was an easy ball. They weren't concentrating. They were thinking about where their opponent was, where they were going to throw it, and they missed the catch. They didn't have an opportunity. And so one of the things I would say to the guys is the world's never going to have a chance to see that beautiful throw that you just missed.
It's like the receiver looking down the field at all the green grass before he's actually secured the catch and then falls to the ground. Exactly. 0 minutes to game 3. First doubles game, Stu.
We're ready to begin Game 3, a spectacular 7 doubles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. This is the first of 3 doubles games in this afternoon's performance. Part the doubles championship series here. Tournament 1 of there we go. Serving in the red shirts at post 1. CRB and Vuelo receiving the blue at post 2. El Barba and Ben. There's the serve. We begin game 3. Ball went by, and he got hit. Point 2. This next matchup has El Barba serving to the white shirts at post 3, Asier and Kubala. El Barba, forehand rebote, escapes to the overhead screen. Point 3. That'll bring to the court the green shirts of post 4, team of Jedden and Cool Fitness. Cool Fitness from the forehand. Here's Kubala. Cool Fitness plays it high and hard to the front wall. Kubala with a reach makes the catch. Big right side, too high on the front wall. That touched the overhead screen. Out of play, point 4. Black shirts at post 5 receive. This matchup has Jedden serving to Juice and Carballo. It's a powerful backhand by Carballo. Rebote beautifully, beautifully thrown by Jedden. Carballo at the 4 line missed it. Point 4. Yellow shirts at post 6 receive. Here's Diaz and Anderluck. Back to the inside. Diaz goes with a beautiful shot. Anderluck called for the catch. Ball tipped in the backcourt. Point 6. Diaz now serves to the pink shirts at post 7, Bueno and Tennessee. Bueno picks the serve. That is perfect placement to the inside. Dejada is the name of the shot. The soft touch scores for Bueno. Point 7. Well thrown. Here now to complete the first round and receive purple shirts at post 8, Lamonte and Douglas. Douglas opens on the backhand. Rebote for Bueno. 2-ball rebote stopped. The carambola scores. That was bobbled by Bueno. Lamonte with the clutch play. Nice catch. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return in the second round, CRB and Vuelo. Douglas, rebote thrown hard to the inside. Vuelo with a beautiful catch. 1 foot on the wall at the 12 line. Vuelo again. Catch by Douglas. Rebote forehand by CRB. Beautiful catch by Vuelo deep in the backcourt. Ball tipped. Well played by Vuelo. Douglas, everyone on the court. Point 8. 8 with 3 points. Lamonte is now serving 2. The blue shirts of post 2, El Barba and Ben. El Barba picks the serve. Catch by Douglas. Point 8. Straight point, straight possible game point here for the purple shirts of post 8. Lamonte and Douglas trying to stop them. Asier and Kubala. Carom by Kubala scores the long carom. Cuts out at the 2.5 line. Well thrown by Kubala. Point 3. Play continues in our third game. Black shirts of post 5 receive Juice and Carballo. Ball tipped in the backcourt. Point 5. Juice serves in this matchup to Jedden and Cool Fitness. Green shirts, post 4. That serve caught well, but off his footing, threw it off the court. Point 5. 5 with 4 points. Here's post 6, the yellow shirts, Diaz and Anderluck. Diaz picks the serve. There's the backhand over Carballo's head. Carballo, again, missed the rebote. Point 6. Diaz and Anderluck with a 3 point, serving to post 7, the pink shirts, Bueno and Tennessee. One-handed grab by Tennessee. Here's Anderluck on the backhand. Ball missed. Point 7. Red shirts of post 1 receive CRB and Vuelo. Rebote save by Bueno. What a 2-wall he just threw. Point 1. Here's post 2, Obarba Ben. Underserve. Got to follow it up with a good serve between the 4 and 7 line. Point 2. 2 with 3 points, returning with possible game point, post 8, Lamonte and Douglas. Ben with a great catch. Rebote got away from Lamonte, scores for the 2. Possible game point for El Barba and Ben trying to stop them. Post 3. Asier and Kubala. Catch by Ben. Powerful backhand. No one home for the rebote. That's point and game to the blue shirts of post 2, El Barba and Ben. No playoff. 8 places, 5 shows. Unofficial order finish 2-8-5. Results, ladies and gentlemen, from Game 3 are official. Coming in first, post 2, El Barba and Ben. Taking second, post 8, Lamonte and Douglas. Coming in third, post 5, Juice and Carballo. 2-8-5, the official order of finish for game number 3. You were talking about communication. He stepped away. Should point out, Scott is seated behind us. Yes.
I was like,
Scott's seated behind us, so I was picking up the conversation from before. I turned around, no Scott.
Scott's gone.
But
we're here.
Yes, but communication was the key to that game, no question about it.
No, absolutely. I mean, that's one of the teams. I mean, I was going to say they've been a little, it's taken longer for them to develop that trust and that communication. And you really can tell the difference on the court. And you see it sometimes, in the way that they, talk back and forth and some of the, head movements, eye contact here and there. But that time, both players very engaged. El Barba looked good in that game too, and then followed up with game 3. So safe to say that he's really turned a new leaf here. And that team of Ben and El Barba, if El Barba in particular has turned a new leaf, they're going to be tough to beat. Could rack up a lot of wins in a hurry.
Yeah, they could. That gives us our prices in game 3. The $2 quinella, that's first and second in any order, 2-8 or 8-2, $18.80. The trifecta, 2-8-5, that's first, second, and third place finishing, $235 even. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, game number 4, a spectacular 7. Singles match, play to 7 points, points double after the first round of play. Game 4 begins today's pick 3. Post time for game 4, 6 minutes away. Scott, we were talking in fact, I turned around to say something about communication and the chair was empty.
I was communicating.
I thought you might be. You mentioned something about communication.
And then Kata came over and offered us all some Cuban coffee, which I politely declined. I've only had Cuban coffee one time in my life. I didn't sleep for 3 days after I had it, and we will never repeat that again.
That's it.
And it was in these little tiny cups, so I thought you're supposed to have several of them. No, it's not how it works.
That was my first experience with Cuban coffee at Miami Highlight as an announcer. It was, unfortunately, I thought that they were being polite with the small cups, so I got a full-size colada. And I drank it a little quicker than I should have, and about 5 minutes later, I was announcing. It sounded like I was auctioning off tobacco. No, it was, I could not shut up. It was, everything was the best and the greatest.
Well, I guess we're going to see. That might be me in a couple minutes. They're bringing over a shot. So let us know if I sound like a telemarketer in 10 minutes or so. But.
You can sell me some of that Flex Seal or whatever it is. I saw that ad the other day. Yeah. I wanted to go out and buy a boat, cut it in half.
Exactly.
And That's Flex Seal it just to test it out.
I have no use for it whatsoever, but I somehow feel that I need it in my garage.
Absolutely.
You need it. Oh, yeah.
Definitely. So look at that doubles game. We were just talking about it. 2 rebotes. They should have been Juice's rebotes. That Carballo goes to the 4-line or wherever. And they're a very good doubles team that could have several more wins and be challenging Douglas and Lamonte if there was communication.
Yes.
They showed. Yeah.
And Carballo, who's got arguably the best rebote, certainly the most powerful rebote from the left side. So he's got certainly the most powerful rebote. It's quite pretty to look at, too. I mean, he's big on style, and I don't give a lot of brownie points for that, but he looks good. He does look good. He throws it hard, but he missed both of them. So, I mean, in practice, again, some insight into how these practices go. Look, I bless and burn, so I mean, I can be as complimentary as I can be tough. But the comment that would have been there, it's like, look, he's perfectly capable of missing it just the way you did. Give him a chance to at least make the ball.
Absolutely.
So you don't have to race past him, and just to miss it. That doesn't help anybody.
No, for sure. And, the chat yesterday, and again, I pay attention to it. I try and filter it. I try not to overreact to it. But they're talking about, whether the players should have the same partner. And again, this is something that is not going to change at Magic City Jai-Alai. And I want everybody to understand that. We do have a series of doubles tournaments, 3 of them actually, but it's exactly what happened in that last game. And now I want Carballo and Juice to talk about it so that the next time they're out on that court, they're going to communicate better, and Juice is going to know those are his rebotes. And we're building teams that people can root for. And that's very important in sports. Forget about just highlight. It's important in sports to have continuity. I mean, nobody wants to see a player on the Yankees playing the next day on the Red Sox. It's not going to go well. I mean, there's something to be said for continuity of teams and having these guys together for a couple months. And the other thing is, I want everyone who's listening to understand, nothing prevents these players from practicing as doubles teams.
Yes.
I mean, as a matter of fact, Stu, I think, and JR would encourage them to practice
very
as
much
doubles teams. So if they want to get better, every opportunity exists for them to get better.
No question about it. No
yeah,
question
in particular, talking about Carballo, I mean, really good skills in that, but also takes criticism and takes that and really, shows on the court what he's been talking about. You tell him one thing, he comes out the next game, whether it's something related to a fine or just anything with his style of play, he really, rights the ship and gets back on track. So
his big issue a couple weeks ago were all those, and it's a lot of times what we see in the chat is actually really accurate, which is that he just reflexively goes 1, 2, 3, throws a shot. 1, 2, 3, throws a shot. That's not what shots are based on. Shots are based on the ability to throw the shot from a technical perspective, the confidence to do it, and knowing when to do it. Those three things.
Absolutely. And the other thing, and I think that the former players who are watching and the former AMs or current AMs who are watching, they understand that these athletes, and every single one of our players is an athlete, are coachable. That's the difference to me. It's a big difference between a highlight player who is not an athlete, be it professional or college, and a former professional or college athlete. They are used to being coached. Yeah. So they take the coaching exactly as you two have explained it, because they've been getting coached for their entire lives.
Right, and athletes in particular tend to be a little quicker learners. I mean, in other sports, you've seen guys transition, and one like Greg Hardy into the UFC, formerly played football. In the UFC, his rise in a couple of years has been staggering compared to some of the other guys, and you see that here. You have that athletic background; they can take one little thought and really run with it for weeks, and that really helps them improve, and they learn it at a rate that's really unbelievable.
I mean, the baseball players and the football players, and no matter what sport it is, you're constantly being called over by your coach, and he's trying to make you a better athlete. And I think that they're very receptive to Stu and to JR.
Yes.
Even to me sometimes at this point, which is shocking, but they are very receptive.
Yes, no, absolutely. And that's what we want to see. It's the best product on the court, realizing that this program is only 2.5 years old. The most professional experience that anyone, all but two players, has is 2 years. Someone like Douglas, 1.5 years, period. That's it. And we're ready to begin game number 4, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points, points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1, we have number 30, Diaz, receiving in the blue of post 2, Asier. There's the serve. We begin game 4. Diaz, forehand rebote. Asier on a 2-all. Lands wide. Point 1. 1 first up on the board in our 4th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of post 3. Cool Fitness. Point 3. Green shirt of post 4 receives. Here's CRB. Strong backhand throw by CRB. Not particularly pretty, but very effective for Cool Fitness. Carambola from CRB scores. Carambola thrown hard to the front wall, into the side wall, cutting back outside. Point 4. Our next matchup has CRB serving to the black shirt of post 5. Vuelo. Strong backhand by Vuelo. Rebote forehand by CRB. Vuelo tipped it at the 11 line. Point 4. 4 with 2 points. Here's post 6. The yellow shirt, Lamonte receives. Ball missed on the left side of Lamonte, point 4. On the court, ready to receive. Pink shirt of post 7. Here's Tennessee. Excellent serve by CRB. Scores, point 4. 4 with 4 points. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, is Juice. CRB on the backhand. He gets it past Juice. Rabote's up. Left side, Rabote. Lands in. CRB with a beautiful catch. Still almost hit him. Wow. Well, didn't get hit. That's good. Point 4. 4 with 5 points and a possible game point here for CRB. Trying to stop him. Post 2, Hassier. Powerful backhand by Hassier. Good catch by CRB. Low runner to the inside. Scores for the win. Point and game. Post 4, the green shirt, CRB. 4 wins it. 1 serves to 3. This is for second and third place. Powerful backhand thrown by Cool Fitness. Here's Diaz. Strong right side by Diaz. Rabote for Diaz to the inside. Big bounce. Got right over Cool Fitness's head by an inch. Point and place to post 1. Cool Fitness comes in third. Unofficial order finish 4-1-3. Results from Game 4 official. Coming in first, Post 4. Post 4 wins Game 4. Not really alliteration, but it's okay. CRB taking second, Post 1. Diaz coming in third, Post 3. Cool Fitness. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is Game 5, the second of our 3 doubles games in today's performance. I jumped the gun on that. That was my fault. Sorry about that, Andrew. First, we say who won, then we engage in a little chit-chat, then we read the prices, then we introduce the next game. I skipped the chit-chat, I skipped the prices, and I jumped straight to the next game. Because I was so excited by the last game.
Got to keep the betting public happy. It was a good game. CRB 2 in a row.
CRB 2 in a row. 2 singles games in a row. There are days when he's on. There are days when he's not. Yesterday was one of the days where he was off. There we go with the prices from Game 4. $2 quinella, first and second in any order, 1-4 or 4-1, $40.40. The trifecta, 4-1-3, $340.80. Now we can say up next, Game 5. Spectacular 7, a doubles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. No scratches in Game 5 or anywhere in this performance. Game 5 is the second of our 3 doubles games this afternoon. Post time is just about 8 minutes away. Good luck.
remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. I sell ice cream, rather sell a CD.
I have a security company, a beauty salon.
I've been doing music for a very long time.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I play highlights.
We were looking to transition from dog racing to highlight. I went to the university and said, listen, I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field. If you're going to come into this sport, you got to be dedicated. You're going to be a piece of cake.
We knew going in, they're not going to be great the first day.
It'll be like the Jamaicans with the bobsled team. Game time now, man.
This is going to be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I got to win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play!
And that was a trailer to the award-winning Magic City Hustle about the start of the highlight program here at Magic City a couple of years ago. Very new idea we got here. We had the executive producer Scott here, and one of my favorite parts of that was Lawrence Taylor came into the locker room. LT, great football. How did that come into fruition? That's unbelievable.
Actually, one of the players over at Dania, Tevin, plays on Leon Shepard, is friendly with LT. They think they play golf together, and they're buddies. And Tevin was in the film. He was one of our coaches early on, and he brought LT out here. LT came out actually a few times.
Awesome.
And he liked what he saw. And then, of course, he went in the locker room and, had a little bit of fun with Nate.
Yeah, you see that in the film? And
yeah, absolutely.
It's all good. So, yeah, definitely check that out. There is a link on the Magic City Casino website under the Highlight tab directly to Magic City Hustle, or you can just type in the link, magiccityhustle.com, into your browser, and it'll take you to that page where you can purchase it, $5 fee, one-time buy, and you enjoy it as many times as you like after that.
Yes.
It was a lot of fun. I think making the movie and Stu has what I call those cameo roles where he steals the scene. He is a scene stealer, as we say in Hollywood.
Oh yeah, not a guy that likes the spotlight, but when the spotlight's on him, he always seems to come up with just great
I
words
find myself
of wisdom.
forced in that position, and I really don't. So what I did was, when they put a microphone on me, if I was saying anything, I would put my hand over the microphone. I'd scratch my shirt. I'd cuss. I would just anything. Just
anything.
Leave me, please. I want to be
like,
cooperative, but please, I don't want you to. It's like, guys, this isn't about old washed up highlight manager, med school dropout. No. We're not going to do that.
Stu, I'm telling you, a lot of people wanted you for best supporting actor.
Listen, someone said to me at the premiere, it was funny. Someone did come up to me in the office because I think the line that I said was, which is absolutely true, was that I've been on and off meds for years. And I've been off meds since 2016. And when we started doubles, Scott would come down and he'd say, can we start doubles? Can we start doubles? Can we start doubles? And JR were like, no. Because we just kept on seeing Juice with his eyes closed, swinging at a rebote, going into someone's head. And it's like, no, we can't possibly do this. And so one day Scott and Dan came down and said, no, we're going to start doubles in 2 weeks. Get them ready. And it was like, someone's going to die. Someone's going to get killed on the court. So they put the camera in my face 10 minutes after that and said, so we're starting doubles. What do you think? I said, I think I've been off meds for a few years and we're starting doubles and we'll see, or something like that.
Whatever.
And so at the premiere, a guy walks up to me, and it's a long movie. I mean, it's over 2 hours.
A little bit over 2 hours.
A little bit over 2 hours. So a guy walks up to me and he says, hey, still taking the pills? I was like, 2 hours and change, and that's all you got?
Hey, if that's what he gleaned from the movie, then God bless him. That's fine. As long as everyone should take something away from that movie, whatever it might be. Whatever it might be.
Yeah, and again, once you buy it once, I've enjoyed it a couple times. I've watched it twice with a couple different groups of people. So I
in the movie theater and then at home when I showed it to my family, I teared up. I teared up. I laughed at another part. it really, it's like, they used to say, you'll laugh, you'll cry. Well, realistically, that documentary's got everything in it.
No, it was great. And Billy Corbin and Alfred Spellman, who were, the producers and directors, and have done The U and Cocaine Cowboys and Broke and Screwball. I mean, they're top of their game. But they said to me, look, we're calling this a verite. So, what people see is what people are going to get. This is not reality TV.
Yeah.
And what they saw was what they got. And, there was certainly some amazing storylines that played out, and as you said, Stu, I mean, parts of it will make you laugh and parts of it will make you cry, but the great thing about it is it's 100% real and raw and true.
That's one thing. That's one of the compliments that we do repeatedly get, even as far as the announcing is concerned. We're very honest about what we do here. We're very transparent. I'm not going to go into details about private lives and stuff like that, because our players do have a right to a certain amount of confidentiality. But the truth of the matter is that, look, if something happens on the court that's not right, I'm going to say it. I'll say it into the microphone. Not as aggressively as I would say it if there wasn't a microphone, but we're very honest about what we do here. We really are.
Yeah, and I think that's something that even the fans, they start to appreciate that, and it, sparks some chatter in the comments as well.
Everybody knows a bad play when they see it. I mean, everybody, now
and the worst is when it gets, sugar, good player, you patronize people, you'd rather in other sports, just be honest, call it what it is.
Exactly.
And that's what we try to do here.
We're ready to begin Game 5. This is a spectacular 7 doubles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirts at post 1, Diaz and Anderluck. Receiving in the blue at post 2, Lamonte and Douglas. There's the serve. We begin Game 5. Anderluck comes in strong. Douglas from the 10 line. Powerful backhand. Diaz on the run. Robote just missed. Point 2. White shirts at post 3 receive. Here's Juice and Carballo. What a difficult catch made by Douglas behind the 13 line. Carballo from the forehand at the 12. Douglas takes a quick bounce on the forehand. Gets it to pass. Robote for Carballo. Hard to the inside. Douglas is there. That ball died. Beautiful Robote by Carballo. Here's Douglas on the backhand. There's the carom. Got by Juice and scored. Point 2. Now receiving. Green shirts at post 4. Bueno and Tennessee. Tennessee from the 11 line on the forehand. Douglas made a very difficult catch. Quick bounce on the left side. Catch by Tennessee. Douglas takes the ball in the air. Backhand throw. Robote comes out to the 7 line. Here's Lamonte. Hard backhand. Caught by Tennessee. Douglas, forehand. Powerful forehand throw. Douglas moves up, makes the catch, rifles it to the inside. Robote coming out as a line drive to Bueno. Difficult catch at the side wall by Douglas. Fine catch by Tennessee. Tennessee to the outside. It's outside, all right, outside the court. Point 2. Two on the board with 3 points. Here's post 5. Asier and Kubala. Strong forehand throw by Kubala. With a hop, Douglas makes the catch. Mid-court placement caught by Assier. Assier throws it hard and inside. It scores, 0.5. Our next matchup has Assier serving to the yellow shirts of post 6, CRB and Vuelo. CRB reaches out and takes Assier's serve. Rebote by CRB. Ball missed in the front court, 0.6. In our next matchup, CRB will serve to the pink shirts of post 7, El Barba and Ben. Powerful backhand by Ben. Rebote by CRB. Here's El Barba from the 5 line. Carambola stopped on the forehand, but not held on to in the backcourt, 0.7. Here now to complete the first round and receive purple shirts of post 8, Cool Fitness and Jedden. Ball tipped by Ben at the 11 line, 0.8. That completes the first round of play, and all matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return in the second round, Diaz and Anderluck. Diaz takes the serve, Tejada. Placement inside, scores on the second bounce. Beautifully thrown by Diaz, 0.1. Diaz now serves for the white shirts of post 3, Juice and Carballo. Difficult catch made by Anderluck. Powerful forehand, caught by Carballo. Anderluck on the catch. Hard throw. Carballo shuffles, throws the rebote low and hard. Catch by Anderluck. Beautiful rebote save. Point 3. Three serves to post 4, Bueno and Tennessee. Over serve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. That passed the 7. This point goes to post 4. In this matchup, Bueno will serve to the blue of post 2, Lamonte and Douglas. Ball goes off the tip of Douglas's cesta. Point 4. Here's post 5, Assier and Kubala. Strong backhand throw by Kubala. Rebote forehand by Bueno. Here's Tennessee. Strong forehand to the backcourt. Kubala's got it. Bueno winds up. Throws the 2-all out. 0.5. Assier serves to the yellow shirts of post 6, CRB and Vuelo. Strong backhand throw by Vuelo. Good catch by Kubala. Vuelo from the 12 line. Nice throw. Kubala with a big reach. Grabs it on the right side. Excellent catch by Vuelo again. Kubala, strong backhand. Good catch by Vuelo. Kubala now from the forehand. Long carom. Nice change of pace there for Vuelo. Scores nicely. 0.6. Here's post 7, the pink shirts, El Barba and Ben. Powerful backhand by Ben. Rebote for CRB. Left side. Stopped by El Barba. Back to the inside. Vuelo's there. Rebote by Ben. Nicely played. CRB takes the ball around his body in a beautiful catch. Strong backhand by Ben again. Here's Vuelo. El Barba in the front court. Goes deep. Rebote forehand by CRB. Gets out of the way. El Barba's there. Vuelo again from the 11 line. Here's Ben on the backhand with a hop. Makes the catch. Sends it deep. Keeps it away from the overhead screen. Forehand Rebote. Too hard, too high. Out of play. A well-played point by both teams. Point goes to the 7. The purple at post 8 returns. Cool Fitness and Jedden. Ben just missed it on the left side. Point 8. Eight with 3 points. This matchup has Jedden serving to post 1, Diaz and Anderluck. Anderluck crossing the side wall. Cool Fitness makes a great catch. Jedden on the backhand. Ball goes off the tip of Anderluck's cesta. Point 8. Possible game point for the purple shirts at post 8. Jedden and Cool Fitness trying to stop them. Juice and Carballo. Carballo on the backhand. Jedden calls for the Rebote. It's a 2-all. Juice had it, missed it. Point in game, ladies and gentlemen. Purple shirts at post 8. Cool Fitness and Jedden. 8 wins it 4 places. 2, 5, 6, and 7 will pair off and play off for 3rd place. 2 first serves to 5. Powerful backhand by Kubala. Kubala with a drop ball. Point 2. 6 now serves to 7. The winner of this point meets 2 in the continuing playoff for 3rd place. Powerful backhand by Ben. Good catch by Vuelo. Good catch by El Barba in the front court. Long carom. Stopped by Ben in the backcourt. That's a great catch by Vuelo. El Barbo reaching out from the left side. He goes deep. Rabote for CRB. Swing and a miss at the 6 line. 0.7. 2 serves to 7. This is the last matchup of our 5th game. El Barba going outside, just missed it. Point and show. That's a 3rd place finish for Post 2, Lamonte and Douglas. Unofficial order finish 8-4-2. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results from Game 5 are official. Coming in first, Post 8. Cool Fitness and Jedden. Taking second, Post 4, Bueno and Tennessee. Coming in third, Post 2, Lamonte and Douglas. And we'll have your prices up in just a moment. There's your moment. The Quinella, 4-8. That's 4-8 or 8-4, returning $96. Trifecta, 50-cent price, 8-4-2. That's for the first, second, and third place finish. $273.35. That's a nice exacta. 8 and 4 in order. $125.20. No one had 8 to win. So if you had 4 to win, it returned $9. Once again, no one had 8 to win. So there is a consolation in the win pool. 4 to win, returning $9. Up next, Game 6. In this 9-game performance, 4 games left, 6, 7, 8, and 9. See, I can count. Up next, Game 6, spectacular 7 scoring points, double after the first round of play. Post time for Game 6, 6 minutes away. Good luck. Great game.
No, very entertaining today, and the wins are spread around.
Yes, they are.
Coming from, some would say, unlikely sources.
No, and that's one thing I said years ago. I had spoken with Buddy Berenson on a handful of occasions years ago, but obviously his father is one of the minds that got the expansion of Jai-Alai in the 30s and 40s, and actually in the 20s, late 20s, early, whatever it was. And I said, but I am curious. It's like, who came up with this concept of, gambling on Jai-Alai? And it's like, well, if you watch it, anyone could win. Anyone really could win. It especially with the introduction. Someone posted actually when it was.
Yeah.
And he listens to everything, so I imagine he'll post it again when I scramble around whenever Spectacular 7 scoring came in too, because in Partido play you got one team playing against another team to 35 points. That's one way of looking at it. Then you have 7 or 8 teams playing to 7 points with points doubling after the first round of play. No, anybody can come back around and win it. They really can.
Right, and that's what makes it a great wagering experience, because you're really never out of it. I mean, you look at the chat and you'll see a team loses and they go, as our wonderful executive producer has done for us, to the end of the line with their head dropped down, but there's still a shot they're going to get back out on the court one more time.
Oh, yeah.
Certain, it's like, well, if this person loses to that person and then this happens, they get out there again. And
it's like the last week of the NFL season with the playoff combinations. I need this guy to lose, this guy to win, but hey, I still got a chance. And that you always keep that excitement, though, at back of your head.
Absolutely. And it's every game in Jai-Alai, and games take whatever, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes, and then you have a little time in between, and boom, you're right back at it again. It's really from a higher level gambling perspective. You look at slot machines, and obviously that's the engine here at Magic City. Hopefully one day we'll actually be reopened and have those slot machines, and the train will start rolling again. But that's a very mindless form of gambling. It's press a button, or in the older days, pull a handle and result, and pull and result. And then you get into the other sports where a dog race or a horse race, where you wait 30 minutes and then in 30 seconds in a dog race, or in a minute and 30 seconds in a horse race, you have a result. Or you go to the extreme of a football game or a baseball game where it's 3 hours.
Right.
The wonderful thing to me about Jai-Alai is you get this 5 to 10 minute experience, and then you get a result, but then you only have to wait 8 minutes and you do it again. So it's not the mindless entertainment of a slot machine, and it's not 3 hours waiting for a result, and it's not over in 30 seconds like a dog race. It's kind of the perfect gambling experience.
I don't know if you know this, Andrew, but Jai-Alai also had the ability to stop time. I know J.R. Arasate remembers this because there was a time where you couldn't have parimutuel wagering on Sundays. And so the last game Saturday night had to start by midnight.
Really?
Before midnight, 11:59. And I'm told that since there was some control over that clock on the tote board, that occasionally that last 2 minute or two was extended at many a fronton over the years. So 11:59 really wasn't 11:59. I'm sure that the state, now if the state wants to go back and investigate, God bless them, they can. But yeah, so Jai-Alai's had the ability to do many things over the years, including stop time.
Listen, I mean, I'm sure probably none of our listeners know this, and maybe even you guys don't know this because this just came across my desk this morning. But you talk about the state and investigations. Last season, we were forced to use players as judges.
Yes.
And the state investigated that, and the state is actually fining us for doing that. But look, we had judges who quit or couldn't come and judge the games, and we put players out there. And from my perspective, we did everything correctly, and the results were fine.
Now, I'm not going to get hot on the microphone, and I'll make sure I'm careful about what I'm going to say, but we have always used a judge. We have always used a player that would come out of the player's cage, stand there in the third position, because we used to have 3 judges. This court's smaller, so we used 2. But, I'm talking for 30 years this has been a practice when the state was actually at the track. When the state used to be in the announcer's booth, down in the mutual's office, and you had a chief judge. Never mind, I'm babbling.
No,
but anyway,
it's fine.
they had
it's
3
fine.
state officials for 30 years. We used a player.
I'll say 2 things. The current people at the DBPR who oversee us are outstanding, and the secretary of DBPR, Halsey Bashirs, is a terrific guy. I mean, I've known these secretaries going back 30 some odd years now. He is a stand-up guy. He's an advocate. He's a partner. He's really the best secretary, I think, in my 30 plus years that I've ever seen.
Good to know.
Now, he was not the secretary at the time that this investigation of what we did last year began. And if you saw this exhaustive 30-page report, you would say what I said. Don't they have something better to do with their time? And is this how they justify their existence? That being said, we're almost up to the next game. But listen.
Oh, my God.
I know.
You're serious.
I know. Giving you a little behind the scenes and our listeners a little bit of behind the scenes. It's amazing.
No one knows who I'm talking, but I'm talking to JR. It's like, sorry, Ara. Can you believe that?
Those are your tax dollars at work.
A fine for doing something we've done for 30 years. Or for always. I always remember using judges. Wow. Okay, post time.
Post time.
Or we'll get fined for not going off in post time.
No. We're under a new regime now. They're wonderful. They're a terrific regime.
We're ready to begin game number 6. A spectacular 7 singles match played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Game 6 closes out today's pick 3. Serving in the red shirt of post 1, we have Jedden. Receiving in the blue of post 2, Carballo. There's the serve. We begin game 6. Powerful backhand by Carballo. Rebote left side. Carballo steps up, takes it in the air. Quick return to the inside where it scores. And a little dance routine at the end. Nice. Point 2. White shirt at post 3 receives. Here's Bueno. Carballo from the left side. Hard throw to the inside. Bueno's there. Adjusted at the last minute. Tipped it. Point 2. Green shirt at post 4. El Barba receives. That's an excellent catch by El Barba. Strong backhand. Carballo all the way to the 4 line to make the rebote. El Barba's got it. 2-all. Carballo read it, scooped it, returns it. What a catch. Great effort. Great effort by El Barba. Point 2. Black shirt at post 5 receives. Here's Anderluck. Strong backhand by Anderluck. Catch by Carballo. Anderluck on the forehand. Carom got him. Point 5. What a well-played point by both of these players. That was nice. Ron receives. Yellow shirt at post 6. Carom. This one lands wide. Point 6. This matchup has Ron serving to the pink shirt of post 7. Here's Ben. Ron from the forehand. Ball tipped. Point 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive. Wearing the purple shirt at post 8, Ikeda. Long carom. Opens up and scores right around the 6 line. Nicely thrown by Ikeda, point 8. Jedden on the backhand. He goes deep. Rotate forehand by Ikeda. Jedden makes the catch. Ikeda takes it in the air at the 9 line. Back to the inside he goes. Jedden, nice pickup on the left side. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Jedden reaching behind him to make the catch. That's a difficult catch. Hard backhand. Nice rebote turned by Ikeda. Rebote forehand to the inside. Jedden's there. Drop ball, point 8. What a well-played point by Jedden and Ikeda, point 8. Ikeda with 3 points. In this matchup, he serves the returning 3-post in the white shirt. We have Bueno. Great catch by Bueno. He pulled that from the side wall. Nice serve by Ikeda. Catch by Bueno. Right into the 2-all position. Bueno makes the diving rebote save. Nicely played. Here's Ikeda from the 7 line. Sidearm carom opens up and scores. Very nice. Point 8. Possible game point for the purple shirt at post 8. Ikeda trying to stop him. El Barba. Strong backhand by El Barba. El Barba goes deep again. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. El Barba's there, winding up. 2-all. Scooped up by Ikeda. The hard throw follows. Taken in the air by El Barba. Ikeda's there.
Yep.
That carom's going to score. Point and a perfect game to the purple shirt of post 8, Ikeda. No playoff here. 2 places, 6 shows. Unofficial order finish 8-6. Great game. Coming in first with a perfect game, post 8, Ikeda. Taking second, post 2, Carballo. Coming in third, post 6, Ron. And there are your prices. Wow, look at that pick 3, 488, $1,161.60. Beautiful pick 3.
Warms my heart, fellas.
Yeah, no, that's terrific. The Quinella, 2-8. That's first and second in any order, so that's 2-8 or 8-2, $12.40. The trifecta, 8-2-6, $110.40. Well, the things to talk about there are obviously the pick 3 price and some fantastic play by Ikeda. Ikeda played for this court textbook perfectly in that game. No question about it. He was absolutely dominant on both sides. Great catching. He had El Barba trapped. We do see that quite a bit. Now, that is one thing that we talk about in the practices is don't throw a shot to throw the shot. Throw the shot when you have the shot. Catch the ball, take a quick peek, see where your opponents are without holding the ball, and if you have the shot, throw it. In that case, he took a quick peek. He saw El Barba was locked on the inside, threw the shot. Perfect.
Yeah, perfectly executed. Love to get more into this conversation about Ikeda, but we got a long video before we get into game number 7. We have these top 10s that we've been working on, showing you the best shots from the 2019 season. This one, you've seen it a couple times, but one of the newer ones, it is the top 10 caroms. That kill shot into the side wall, hitting the front wall, bouncing off the court, and then going into the side netting. You're going to see the best 10 examples from 2019. Here they are.
Catch by Bueno. Carom by Bueno. Caught by El Barba. Rebote left side. Lamonte makes the catch. Returns a Carom that's gonna score.
Tight to the inside. Rebote comes out. Diaz sends that just under the overhead screen. High bouncer comes Dossier just in front of the 11 line. That's a long Carom. That one will score.
Reversed by Bueno. Kubala from the 7 line throws a 2-all that is stopped on the forehand of Bueno. Bueno's Carom. That's going to score.
Wow.
Carballo takes it in the air, throws a Carom back to the outside, and that scores. What a shot. Douglas on the right side. Sidearm, Carom opens up beautifully. Outside placement of the forehand Rebote. Bueno's on it. Rifling a Carom to score. One of the best points of this season. Ragley from the 10 line. Over the top to the inside. Kubala's there. Carom by Kubala's going to score. By Ron. Catch on the forehand of Vanderloop. What a Carom. That wow. Caught by Run. 2-all by Run. Caught by Douglas. Carom by Douglas. Wow.
And those were the top 10 caroms from last season. If we put together a collection of the top from this season, then maybe already compete with some of those, improve play in 2020. And those were the best from 2019. And we do have a question fed to us from producer Lindsay would like us to answer from some of the fans. They asked about, do you have a gaming official in the players area that documents points and stuff like that, like they used to have in the quote-unquote real Jai-Alai days?
Well, real Jai-Alai is crap. This is real Jai-Alai.
This is real Jai-Alai,
and
yes.
believe me,
we want to address. Yeah,
I'm the only one here that I believe has managed 4 of them. Miami, Tampa, Fort Pierce, and Ocala at different times. So yeah, take my word for it. This is real Jai-Alai. Traditional Jai-Alai is a little different. It's played on a longer court with players that have a little bit more experience. Other than that, in the ball, that's it.
Yeah.
Apart from that, so as far as the officials, the state maintains an office here at Magic City. Everybody, of course, has to be state licensed who works anywhere in the building.
Right.
And he is right. In the old days, in fact, the old days will take straight through the early 2000s, I believe it was. You had a state official that was in the announcer's booth that would actually stop betting. The announcer didn't stop betting. There was a state official who used to hit the red button to stop betting. So you had a state official in the announcer's booth who would follow the games. You had a state official in the mutual's office who watched the money. And then you had the chief state official who maintained an office for complaints. So you used to have 3 gaming officials at all times. Then they cut back to 1 just in the building. And then they, like at places like Fort Pierce and Ocala, you wouldn't always have a state official right there. They were out of like a district office, and they would visit during some. Now, we do have a state official here that's here. It's been a little different during the COVID days, but the state maintains an office here. And last year they were here almost every performance. They don't sit back with us, but they would sit out in the audience.
Yeah.
They would sit out in the audience and watch the games regularly.
Absolutely. The state is...
State's our partner.
Big brother.
Or as we used to say, the partner that collects money without ever forking over it.
They're watching us. They're watching us. We're almost on Game 7, our final doubles game, and then I've got to run, but I got to tell one quick parimutuel story after Game 7 about pushing the button that stops wagering.
Okay.
Good story.
I'm looking forward to that, actually. We're ready to begin game number 7, a spectacular 7 doubles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirts, post 1, Bueno and Tennessee. Receiving in the blue, post 2, Cool Fitness and Jedden. Bueno serves. We begin game 7. Cool Fitness from the backhand to the inside. Bueno. Robote. Catch by Tennessee. Jedden. Backhand. 2-all. Beautifully thrown by Jedden. Carom by Bueno. Scores. Beautiful play by these front quarters. Bueno and Jedden. Point goes to the 1. 1 first upon the board in our 7th game. White shirts at post 3 receive. Diaz and Anderluck. Here's Tennessee from the forehand. Robote, beautifully played. Caught by Bueno on the forehand. Scoop attempt missed. Point 1. 1 on the board with 2 points. In this matchup, Bueno serves to the green shirts at post 4, Aussier and Kubala. Robote for the forehand of Bueno to the pad, and the pad, yep, is bad. Point 4. That'll bring to the court the black shirts of post 5, El Barba and Ben. Strong backhand. Robote forehand by Asier. Played nicely. Here's El Barba in the front court. Robote left side by Asier. El Barba reaching out, makes a difficult catch. Ball was tipped by Kubala. Point 5. You all right? Ben says he's all right. Okay, we'll continue. Yellow shirts of post 6, Lamonte and Douglas. El Barba makes the catch on the left side. One-handed scoop by Douglas. El Barba from the forehand. Outside placement. Scores. Point 5. In this matchup, El Barba will serve to the pink shirts of post 7, Juice and Carballo. Catch on the forehand of Juice. Soft touch. El Barba came running in, just missed it on the forehand. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive purple shirts of post 8, CRB and Volwello. Ball dropped on the forehand of Vuelo, point 7. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return in the second round, Cool Fitness and Jedden. That's an illegal carom serve. Ball must go from the cesta at the service line to the front wall. That touched the side wall first. Point 2. White shirts at post 3, Diaz and Anderluck. Strong forehand by Anderluck. Great catch by Jedden on the left side. Anderluck reaches out, makes the catch. Jedden goes deep. Robote coming out. Robote by Diaz with a soft touch, and Jedden missed it. Point 3. Diaz is now serving to the red shirts post 1, Bueno in Tennessee. Underserve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line on the serve. That fell short. This point goes to the 1. 1 has 4 points, serving to the 4 post. Here's Asier and Kubala. Great catch by Tennessee. Nice backhand. Ball tipped in the backcourt. Point 1. Possible game point for the red shirts of post 1. Bueno in Tennessee trying to stop them. Lamonte and Douglas. Nice backhand by Douglas, taken in the air, but not held on to by Tennessee. Point 6. In this matchup, Lamonte serves to post 5, returning in the black shirts, El Barba and Ben. Elbarba picks the serve. What a catch by Douglas on the left side. Beautiful. Elbarba. Ben on the catch. There's the backhand. Scoop by Douglas. A powerful forehand follows. What a scoop by Ben. That backhand, however, hits the overhead screen. Great scoop. Point 6. 6 with 4 points. Here's post 8. Douglas makes the catch. There's a hard throw coming in. Great catch by Vuelo. Here's Douglas. Strong backhand. Rebote coming all the way out. Nice Rebote save by CRB. That ball hit the top of the pad, which is out of bounds. Point 8. Play continues. 8 serves, post 7, Juice and Carballo. Strong backhand by Carballo. Rebote coming all the way out. Rebote left side by CRB. Nicely played. Wello, great catch on the left side. Nice backhand. Ball tipped in the front court. Point 8. 8 with 4 points, serving to the returning 2 post in the blue shirts. Jedden and Cool Fitness. Another good catch by Vuelo. Rebote for Jedden. Nice big bounce to the inside. Vuelo from the 12 line. Ball off the tip of Jedden Cesta, point 8. Possible game point for the purple shirts at post 8. CRB and Vuelo. Trying to stop them, Diaz and Anderluck. Anderluck on the catch. Hard throw from the forehand of Anderluck. Rebote for CRB. He hooked the Rebote to the pad. Wow. Point 3. Three on the board with 4 points. Post 4. Sierra and Kubala. Powerful backhand by Kubala. Tipped in the backcourt. Point 4. Four with 3 points, but returning with possible game point. Post 1. Bueno in Tennessee. Powerful backhand by Bueno. Outside placement of the forehand Rebote right off the court. Point in game, red shirts at post 1, Bueno and Tennessee. 1 wins it, 8 comes in second, 6 serves 3. This is a playoff for third place. Diaz picks the serve. 2-all. Stopped by Lamonte. Backhand by Lamonte. Caught by Anderluck. Douglas on the backhand. Scoop by Anderluck. Hard throw. Taken in the air by Douglas. Nice Rebote there by Diaz. Douglas from the left side. Diaz reaching up, makes a great catch. There's the backhand. Caught by Douglas. Anderluck from the left side. Low and hard. Caught by Douglas. He goes deep. Douglas makes a difficult catch behind the 13 line. Anderluck, beautiful catch, almost made on the left side. Point and show, post 6. Douglas and Lamonte, unofficial order finish. 1-8-6. Your prices will be up in a moment.
Well, that's one of those times, Stu, you were talking about yesterday as well, when you can play well and have nothing to show for it.
Oh, which is, I remember one of the early conversations that I had with these players is, look, everything about this game is frustrating. The basket's frustrating, the ball's frustrating, the court's frustrating. Everything about this game is just frustrating. Yeah, you can play almost perfectly and walk out without a win, place, or show in a game.
I mean, in Season 1, if you played well, you pretty much won every game.
Yes.
In Season 2, if you played well, you were going to come in first, second, or third. But this season, with how well the play's gotten, you can play well and get nothing.
There's no question about it. There's absolutely no question about it. But the play's been really good. I mean, consistently, performance by performance. The play's, it's clearly better than the first 2 years, but it's just really been exciting to watch. Especially these doubles. These doubles have just been really good. And our 2 best singles games are up next. There are your prices. So, the high five, 24881. 3 of 5 numbers returning $36.80. The Quinella, 1-8. That's 1-8 or 8-1, $43.40. The trifecta, 50-cent price, 186, $188.75. It's a $93 exacto. Overall, nice. We have 2 games left in this matinee performance, ladies and gentlemen. Game 8 and 9. Game 8 up next. A spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Game 8 closes out today's Mighty Ocho. Post time for Game 8, just 6 minutes away.
So my quick story before I run, and I again thank Stu and Andrew for tolerating me.
Please,
every couple of weeks, like to drop in and vent a little and talk with you guys and schmooze, as they say. So in all the pari-mutuels, dog racing, Jai-Alai, horses, you actually press a button which stops the wagering.
Yeah.
Going back into the olden days when there was a racetrack in Florida called Tropical Park, which is down south in what is known as Tropical Park, for those of you that are familiar with that area of South Florida. And it was owned by a guy named Saul Silberman. And Saul had a betting machine in his office. And he was a fairly robust gambler. He would bet $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 a race. And what Saul could do, since it was his track and he owned it, is he would tell the pari-mutuel manager, wait, and I will make a wager or two after the horses have just left the gate, and then you can stop
God.
the wagering. So that was the classic example of what they call past posting. That does not go on anymore in any of the pari-mutuels, but Saul was looking for a little bit of it. Just wanted that extra second or just to see how the horses left the gate, to give him a little edge there.
That's classic.
Pari-mutuels are wonderful for classic stories.
No, there's absolutely no question. I mean, we've talked about this. Andrew, you're 21 or 22?
22.
When did you turn 22?
I'm going on 23 in July, so I've been 22 for
July
a while.
what?
31st. Late.
Wow.
Yeah, coming out. Yeah.
We have to remember that.
Absolutely.
Well, they got the national championship of Jai-Alai, U.S. national championship.
That's how we're celebrating.
Now we're celebrating it.
Scott was sitting there and he said, we need to do something special for Andrew's
and no better birthday present. I get to announce that. That'll be a blast. Absolutely.
So a couple of quick things before I go. The Mighty Ocho, I saw the payouts. As Stu said earlier, we've eclipsed the $1,000 guarantee, which means it's just going to keep on building. Again, there's a force out on that June 28th, regardless if anyone hits it or not between now and then. So I hope people will play the Mighty Ocho. There's rumors out there that the guarantee of the Mighty Ocho is going to be increased in our next season, which will start the beginning of July.
Where do these rumors start?
I don't know where they start. I think they may start in my dreams for all
legs.
Stu. I don't know. But they start. And the other thing is, while the casino is closed, I know you guys have mentioned we have the sports club open.
Yes.
People, I've actually read on the chat, some of the fans have been in the sports club watching the highlight and actually on the live feed. Paulie's over there. They just told me the sports club is 100% occupied right now, which is wonderful.
Congratulations. That's great.
But if you want to come out, you pay $10, but they give you a $10 food coupon. So it really costs you nothing. You get your own TV. You get walk-around tellers who will come and take your bets. Get delicious food menu. Got big screens showing the highlight and horse racing and ESPN, and then your own personal TV, which you could put on, whatever you want to put it on. So it's a nice little experience. We've got that going now, and we think that, it seems to be catching on because apparently we're at capacity. So I'm going to go over and see if I can find some more tables or chairs and we can squeeze a few more people in there. And thank you, guys. Rebates, yeah. Oh, Andrew.
Yes.
Thank you,
Good
Andrew.
point.
Yes.
Yes, I was gonna-
For those of you that like to place a wager or two, we're doing something really special. I hope people will take advantage of this. Any losing tickets you have on highlight wagers, and you need to turn them in $20 increments, we're giving a 5% rebate back. So if you turn in $100 of losing tickets, you're going to get $5 back. $20 of losing tickets, you get $1 back. So it's a 5% rebate on all and any losing tickets on your highlight wagers.
That's here on track.
Here,
right?
you have to be here
on
in
track.
the sports club placing the wagers. Cushions the losses a little bit, but remember, you could be cashing in all kinds on your winning tickets. You're still going to get that 5% rebate on the losing tickets. You actually present the losing tickets, and they'll give you your cash right on the spot. So Andrew's right and Stu's right. You have to place the wagers right here in the sports club, and so hopefully people will take advantage of that.
Otherwise,
as well.
could you imagine our mailroom? Could you imagine our mailroom?
I just
We'd have
picture us in there,
sacks
of losing tickets. Where's my rebate?
Exactly. I have.
Thank you for clarifying that, guys.
I have $26,000 in rebates here. Who do I see about my check?
And over the course of the season, that 5%, it'll add up if you're consistently gambling every game. Even a couple bucks, it all adds up. So
absolutely,
anything helps.
Guys, keep it. You guys are doing a splendid job. As I'm saying it publicly, and I've told you privately, but publicly, doing an amazing job. And we do appreciate the people on the chat that have both positive and negative things to say. But as Stu said, this is real highlight, guys.
Yes,
it's as real as it's going to get, and it's 2020, and we're paving the way. So keep watching and keep commenting, and we'll be talking more and more about the U.S. National Highlight Championships, Us and Jack, as I call it, coming up at the end of July, when the pros, the Joes, the formers, the currents, the futures can all get out there and mix it up, and we'll see who the best American-born highlight player is, singles and doubles, in the United States. And maybe it'll be someone right here at Magic City, or maybe it'll be somebody who's on our chat.
Fantastic. Yes. Looking forward to it. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
He brought us to post time. What do you know? Game 8. Spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving. Red shirt of post 1, Anderluck. Receiving a blue post 2, Ron. Anderluck serves. Game 8 begins. Ron from the left side. Forehand rebote by Anderluck. Hit the pad. Point 2. 2, first up on the board in our 8th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of post 3. Here's Jedden. Rebote left side for Ron. Jedden. Ron from the 8 line. Hard backhand throw out to the rebote and scoring. Point 2. Ron with 2 points. Now receiving. Green shirt to post 4. El Barba. In and out of the cess to the ball goes. Point 2. Run now with 3 points, serving to the black shirt of post 5. Here's Carballo. Powerful backhand throw by Carballo. Equally powerful backhand by Ron. Scoop by Ron. 2-all Rebote scores for Carballo. Point 5. Now receiving the yellow shirt of post 6. Here's Douglas. Difficult catch. Just missed on the left side of Douglas. Point 5. In this matchup, Carballo serves to Ikeda, post 7. Over serve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. That went past the 7. This point goes to the 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, Kubala. Forehand Rebote save at the sidewall by Ikeda. Here's Kubala. He winds up, throws the 2-all. Ikeda stops it, takes a peek. Carambola returns, scores. Point 7. That completes the first round of play, and all matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return in the second round is Anderluck. It's a powerful forehand throw by Anderluck. Good catch by Ikeda. Good catch on the left side of Ikeda. Anderluck, drop ball, left side, point 7. Receiving, the white shirt of post 3, Jedden. Rebote save by Jedden. Nice big bounce all the way back to the 11 line. Great catch by Jedden on the left side. Low and hard, taken in the air by Ikeda. Carom by Ikeda scores beautifully. Point 7. Straight points to a possible game point here for post 7. Ikeda trying to stop him. El Barba.
Guy hasn't lost a point all game. Yeah, all day. He's going to say that Cuban.
Great catch by Ikeda. Nice backhand. Faked it outside, went inside, and it scored. Point 4. Play continues. Excellent 6 straight points for Ikeda. Receiving post 2, Ron. Catch by Ron. Point 2. Possible game point for Ron in post 2. Trying to stop him. Post 6. Douglas. Ball tipped off of the serve. Point and game to the blue shirt of post 2, Ron. 2 wins it, 7 places, 5 serves to 4. This is a playoff for third place. Underserve. Point and a third place finish for El Barba. Unofficial order finish 2-7-4. Results are official from game number 8. Coming in first, post 2, Ron. Taking second, post 7, Ikeda. Coming in third, post 4, El Barba. (2-7-4) official order finish for game 8. Wow, Ikeda really had had he won that, he wouldn't have lost a point
all
in
day.
The 2 games that he played.
All day. It's that Cuban coffee. We're talking about it.
We questioned whether or not Cuban coffee would be too much.
We've questioned it with everyone, and actually the only one that seems to really help play better is Ikeda. He's the guy that makes it. He's the one he's been big into it these last couple of weeks. The first couple of weeks of the season, we didn't see a lot of Cuban coffee, and he did play well. And then there was a little lag. We started making the Cuban coffee. Ikeda is all over it. Offered it to everyone. Comes out. That El Barba throw beautiful fake, completely faked him out. That's the only reason he got that point there on a great shot. But like you said, he's won. How many points has he played? Probably 8 of 9, 10 of 11 points. Just amazing, and proof's in the pudding right there. The stats show that he's been playing well today. And if you bet him, you hope that he has a little Cuban coffee beforehand.
That was terrific, and unfortunately, it doesn't seem like his good friend Jim is here to.
He's not. That's what everyone's saying. His good friend.
Yeah.
Maybe he took him in fantasy this week. We can check him out. But if he didn't bet him at all. That's tough for Jim. His one good day, and his biggest fans out there not supporting him.
That's right. So, game 8, Quinella. That's first and second any order. So that's 2-7 or 7-2, $18.20. Trifecta 2-7-4. That's first, second, and third place finishing. 301 even. There is the mighty Ocho, the 132-488-12. 4 of 8 numbers returning $40. Carryover jackpot $1,177.60. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, game number 9. Last game of this matinee performance. It's a spectacular 9 superfecta match. Next game played at 9 points. Points double after the first round of play. Post time for game 9, just about 7 minutes away.
We started the top of the broadcast saying the first 8 games are going to feature spectacular 7 scoring, and we'll switch it up in that 9th game. We're here right now. Here to explain spectacular 9 scoring is this video. Take a look.
Spectacular 9 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 9 points wins the game.
And that was an explanation of spectacular 9 scoring, which will be the format for this 9th and final game only. Then we'll come back and we have another full performance for you at 4 p.m. And Stu, we got one question fed to us from producer Lindsay in the chat asking about the dimensions of the court and that type of stuff here at Magic City.
Here at Magic City,
Stu's the guy.
We're 120 feet long. So if you want to compare that to traditional highlight courts, we'll take the closest facilities. Let's take Miami, which is 176 feet wall-to-wall, and Dania, which is 178 feet. So we are at 120 feet, so we're longer than the middle court, which is now the only court at North Miami Amateur. Roof's a little low here. I don't know actually how many feet up it is, but it's about 2 feet lower than we would like it. However, the whole reason why we went with glass and a composite side wall is we had dimensions. We had an existing footprint that the court had to be fit in. So to try to create an all-new concrete side wall, front wall, back wall here on the second floor would not have handled the weight. So we had to go with something different. The glass court was introduced actually sometime in the 90s, I believe it was, as a way to try to move Jai-Alai from place to place. Not overnight, obviously, but right. Obviously you're never going to move a traditional cement and granite court. So, and then for whatever reason, it didn't take off. Then it was used down in Florida City, and then was decided that it would be perfect for the application here because it had to go into an existing space, which is where we are. So we are 120 feet long here at Magic City Jai-Alai compared to 176. The Jai-Alai ball is a little bit heavier by 2 or 3 grams than a traditional Jai-Alai pelota.
We were talking about that yesterday.
Size.
It was the liquid plastic on the inside.
Well, it's not currently liquid. It's poured in as a liquid, then it hardens. So it's plastic. Wow. It has a rubbery bounce, but there's no rubber in the ball.
Right.
It is plastic. So this ball is a little bit more lively than a lacrosse ball. It's harder than a lacrosse ball.
Right.
I can't actually say more lively. It's harder than a lacrosse ball.
Definitely.
It's heavier than a traditional Jai-Alai ball. So yeah, you want to think about a rubber mallet.
Yeah.
Is kind of the consistency of that heavy rubber mallet that you'd bang old hubcaps in.
Yeah.
It's heavy and it's hard, and you do not want to get hit with this ball.
Regardless.
It's not a Jai-Alai pelota, but I remember one of the naysayers in the very beginning was like, I don't even know why they wear helmets. And it's like, okay, no problem. You step out here.
Yeah, this is...
Hey, have at it.
Regardless at the speed the ball's traveling at, any material, it's going to be hard. But, yeah, as a golfer, we've talked about it all the time. They have those rubber bands in the ball, and it's just layers and layers and layers of rubber bands. So that's probably more with the lacrosse ball, obviously the rubbery.
Right.
So
we actually used that our first year. We actually used that. We used a golf ball in the core.
Wow.
A golf ball with nylon on. Obviously the plastic was stripped. The outer core was stripped off, but it was rubber then on top of that, and then nylon. And we tried with goatskin. Goatskin does not work with the glass, so we went with tape. Tape did work, and then we've experimented with just a ton of different balls. And finally, we hit one. These balls come out of Spain. Yeah. We have a number of them. We actually sent one up to. Connecticut for some of those guys who are going to be playing in this tournament up here. When we tried the ball on concrete courts, I actually took this ball out to Miami Jai-Alai at one point, and it's way too fast.
Oh yeah,
it is way too fast for concrete. The glass does do some absorbing of the power, so this ball just happens to work really well on this court. It would be too fast on concrete, and that took us to 0 minutes. We're ready to begin our 9th and final game. A spectacular 9 superfecta match. Played 2. 9 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving, red shirt at post 1, Kubala. Receiving, blue post 2, Carballo. There's the serve. Game 9 begins. Carballo from the 10 line. Over the top. Good catch by Kubala on the left side. Scoop by Carballo. Tongue sticking out. Here's the rebote for Kubala. 2-all. Carballo on the run. Stopped it. Cortada return. Ooh, tough try by Kubala. Point goes to the 2. Carballo first up on the board in our 9th game. Here's the white shirt at post 3, Douglas. Point 2. Green shirt to post 4 receiving. Here's Bueno. Under serve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. That fell short. Point goes to the 4. Here's post 5 in the black shirt, Ben. Ben makes the rebote save. Here's Bueno from the forehand. Hard and low and scoring, point 4. In this matchup, Bueno will now serve to the yellow shirt of post 6, Ikeda. Rebote for Bueno on the left side. It's a 2-all. Stopped on the forehand of Ikeda. He goes deep. Rebote by Bueno. Ikeda moves up, takes it in the air. Fake the carom, put it back inside. Bueno on the run. Cannot get there. Point 6. On the court, ready to receive. Pink shirt of post 7, Ron. Rebote left side by Ron. Catch by Ikeda. Carom by Ikeda is going to score, point 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, we have Anderluck. Ikeda with the carom, that scores, point 6. Ikeda with 3 straight points. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points. Here's Kubala. Kubala on the catch. Back to the inside. Here's Ikeda from the 8-9 line. Outside placement, not outside enough. Kubala's got it. Returns a carom. Ikeda, great legs. He got there, fell down. What a catch by Kubala. Ikeda's back up and running. Ikeda makes the forehand rebote from the ground. Here's Kubala again. Takes a look, sends it back. One-handed grab on the right side of Ikeda behind his head. Rebote by Kubala. Ikeda, forehand rebote. Kubala's there. Kubala winds up. Back inside. Scoop by Ikeda. Catch by Kubala. Forehand rebote escapes to the outer screen. What a hard-fought point for these two players. Great play by Ikeda. Great play by Kubala. Point 1. Here's post 3, Douglas. Rebote left side by Kubala. Douglas from the forehand. Big right side. Did not get it over his head. Great catch by Kubala. Douglas, 1 foot on the wall. There's the backhand. Coming in low. And scoring on the forehand rebote that hits the wall just above the pad. Point 1. One serves, post 2, Carballo. a good serve by Kubala. Carballo passes on the backhand. Forehand rebote by Kubala. Catch by Carballo. Scoop attempt tipped on the left side of Kubala. Point 2. Two with 4 points. Serving Ben in the black of post 5. Nice forehand rebote by Carballo. Big backhand by Ben. Rebote coming out. Rebote comes to the 5 line. Turned low by Carballo. Ben's there. Forehand. Played to pass by Carballo. Taken in the air by Ben. Carom by Ben. Lands just wide. Point 2. Carballo with 6 points. Remember, 9 points needed to win a Superfecta game. Here's post 4, Bueno. Nice backhand by Bueno. Forehand rebote played back. Bueno, left side rebote. Big bounce to the inside. Carballo goes to the floor, makes a beautiful rebote save. Bueno with a good catch. Juggling ruled on that catch. Point 2. Possible game point for Carballo in post 2. Trying to stop him, Ron. Big backhand by Ron. Rebote. Forehand by Carballo. Rebote left side by Ron. Nice big bounce back to the 11 line. Carballo's there. Ron faked the carom, put it inside. Carballo was waiting for it. One-handed scoop by Ron. Forehand rebote's in the air. Ron's got it. Back to the inside. Carballo on the run makes the catch. Low backhand. Picked off by Ron. 2-all by Ron. Lands out. That's point and game for the blue of post 2, Carballo. No playoff in this Superfecta game. 2 wins it. 1 comes in second. 6 comes in third. 4 comes in fourth. 2-1, 6-4. The unofficial order finish for Game 9. Coming in first, post 2, Carballo. Taking second, post 1, Kubala. Coming in third, post 6, Ikeda. Taking the quad, that's 4th place. Post 4, Bueno. 2-1, 6-4. The official order finish for Game 9. We'll have your prices here in just a moment. Ikeda had another great game.
Oh, I mean, you can just see the way he comes out of the cage. I mean, the way he is out there, he's just... Sometimes it's weird. He really intently watches his opponent when they get the ball just to see what they're going to do. And when you really see that level of focus, just laser focus, you know that Ikeda is going to play a pretty good game. And just all day he's been like that, even yesterday too. And it shows in his stats. On the week he's been great. It's 2 wins. He placed 1 time and he showed 4 times. He's played 9 games in the money, 7 of them. So really solid week there for Ikeda. And he's got a lot more games to follow it up with, so he can turn it into an even bigger week.
There are prices from Game 9. Superfecta 2164. 10-cent price, $44.41. Quinella 1-2, 1-2 or 2-1, 22-20. Trifecta 216-207-40. We had some fantastic points in this performance. Absolutely no question about that. Jedden played very well today. Ikeda obviously was the standout player of the day. Some exciting points and some really good points in addition to exciting points, which is always nice to see.
Awesome, and Ikeda making a big climb up those standings. I mean, we talked about Douglas looked like it was going to be a runaway, maybe both singles and doubles, and obviously still very early over the course of this season. But Ikeda's now within 1 win overall for that singles standings. We keep track of singles wins, and then they got a bonus, 15,000 to first place, 10,000 to second, 5,000 to third place, and that's over the course of the whole season. On the roster now, Douglas in first, 23, Ikeda 22. I mean, he's playing great, and he snuck right back up into the conversation to take home that 15,000. So we'll see how that plays out over the course of the year, and even this performance, we got another one coming up at 4 p.m., couple more games for both of these guys, so maybe Douglas, I mean, he's off the board in all of his games today, or even this week. Looking back through all the games, he only is 1 quad finish in his 6 singles games, and then doubles they were able to get on the board, but singles alone, he's been kind of shut out. So usually when that happens, we said at the beginning of this performance, he usually plays better the next day. Still shut out in this performance, so we're hoping for a big afternoon for Douglas. That's going to be the prediction coming from us.
Well, the banging you hear in the background is Douglas practicing.
Yes,
with with Kubala right
throwing
now.
Very hard, and
Jedden's just making his way onto the court. So I imagine we'll have a hard flung practice, and that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for this Friday matinee performance of Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Jai-Alai Channel. We're glad that you chose to join us this afternoon, and invite you to join us again in about an hour and a half. We'll play 9 more action-packed games at 4 p.m. this afternoon. We sure hope you enjoyed today's Jai-Alai action at Magic City. Please like and subscribe to the Jai-Alai Channel, and let us know your thoughts and any questions you might have in the live chat while we're playing. On behalf of players, staff, and management of Magic City Jai-Alai, we thank you for joining us today, and hope you'll join us again just a little while at 4 p.m. when we'll do 9 more games. And with that, goodbye till we can see you back here at Magic City Jai-Alai.